Okay, so I have never played this game before, and the clock is ticking, so I probably need to play this before this thing dies. But Tribe 9 is ending service worldwide on November 27th, 2025. I do not know nothing about this game. I'm going to be so honest with you. The only thing I know is that people were saying that it was like a gotcha version of Danganronpa. I could be wrong. And I haven't played it yet. I still haven't played it yet. I probably need to before it's fully gone. I don't think. Oh, wait, never mind. There's a tweet for this. All right, you guys know the rules. Just read this tweet and go from there. All right. Important end of service announcement. Thank you for your continued support of Tribe 9. We regret to inform you that the service for Tribe 9 will be terminated on November 7th, 2025. Since the game's launch was not that long, by the way. The development and operations teams have been strived to provide excellent service and improve player experience. However, after careful consideration, we have made the difficult decision to end the game services. Unfortunately, this means we are unable to deliver chapter 4 of the story which we have previously announced. We apologize for the sudden nature of this announcement to all players. Okay. So yeah, like I said, this game has not been out that long. Uh Faz, what are you doing here? Does it say when this game came out? May 2024. I don't remember when this game came out. All right, let's read the comments and let's go from there. Holy hell, that was fast. I swear this is a curse. Whenever he reviewed reviews, drama, yes. I don't know who that is. I really don't know who that is. Everyone's saying not predatory enough. It's just could be. Also, the shit launched. No one cared to go back. Not being predatory enough. What being predatory enough does to an MF after a terrible launch that made the game look comically stingy, and they overcorrected too hard, and people simply had no need to spend it all. A situation that is even far worse to the initial, because at least you will have silly whales for the first carrying the income. It feels hella tragic, to see a game die because it was too generous, but gotcha just do be like that. Gotta make people open their wallets one way or another. Be consistent character. If your MMO skins or MMO fear of missing out or other incentives. Also, just for personal view related to what I said, it still feels weird for me how easily it was to escape from this one. I personally have two experiences with gacha games. I either drop them in a few hours, well aware that I don't like it enough to stick to it longer than quitting the daily grind implies a heavy, yeah, I'm not having fun at all, to fully uninstalling it. Finally, guys, it's 11 o'clock, okay? To fully uninstalling it by IDK, I played Tribe 9 for around 3 to 4 weeks. One day, I just felt like playing more Arknights instead of logging in, and I didn't enter again. If I had no negative thoughts about Tribe 9. There was just no fear of missing out, no big enough pressure to not feel that skipping my days would lead to lack of better funds later on. Did they really not just manipulate me hard enough? LMAO is a weird feeling, really. So that actually is a feeling that a lot of people who play gacha games have, to where like a game will be cool like when a game first comes out. And this is like even for console games. But obviously got mobile games and console games are completely different. But it's like when some when some console games come out and you see everybody in the world talking about it, being like, oh my god, dude, this is like the best thing ever. And like after the honeymoon phase of it, you're kind of just like, man, this game is cool, but it's not all it was cracked up to be. And I think the perfect example that I think about is honestly Sparking Zero. And I know what you're thinking. But hear me out. When Sparking Zero first came out, everybody in the world was like making videos about it. They were excited to play it because when the trailer came out, they were saying that this is going to be like a new start of a revival of the Tenkaichi series, which in a way it is. It is. It definitely is. But then after like a week or two, it's kind of like you don't see a lot of people making videos on it. Like, I have not seen Dotadoya, Rhyme Style, C Reacts, Nanogenics, and like the other people who covered it make videos on it. And it's probably just because, you know, things change in life, and it's not one of those things that you thought it was going to be. Or it could just be that they don't really. Well, let me not put words in their mouth. It could just be one of those things to where they're making other things, and maybe they have like one in the chamber for Sparking Zero. Because I was one of those people that bought Sparking Zero the day it came out, and I said this before somewhere, but I only have like 20 hours in that game. And you would think, because I grew up playing Tenkaichi 3, like I still have it on my childhood Wii, and Sparking Zero, Tenkaichi 3 is still like a very great game. It holds a lot of memories for me because, like I said, I grew up playing this, and it just holds a lot of memories to a lot of people because a lot of people also grew up playing. Wow, I'm diverging off the point really like a lot, but let me wrap this up. Basically, what I'm saying is, some games when they come out, you think this is going to be something that you want to invest a lot of time into, and then you kind of just realize, you know what, man, I don't feel like playing this today. And then the next day happens, and it's the same thing, and it's the same thing, and it's the same thing, and then you're just like, you know what? Like, why would I just have this on my phone or wherever if I'm not going to play it? And then you uninstall it, and you forget about it, and maybe you come back to it, maybe you don't. But I think that's how it is with Tribe 9. Well, at least how this comment is, because I also get that too with stuff to where I'll be like, yeah, man, this is going to be so much fun, and then I never go back to it. So yeah, that was a lot just for me to talk about this comment. So basically, because God, I didn't think I was going to be talking about Sparking Zero for like 5 minutes. Basically, a lot of people are saying that Tribe 9 suffered from success from being too generous. And it sucks when that happens, because there are some games to where they are too generous, and that ends up being the death of them. Like, for an example, the best example I can think of is Dragalia Lost. Dragalia Lost was a very generous game. You would be able to do a bunch of multis for banners when it came out, because I think whenever a banner would come out, they would give you 1,500 gems, which is the thing that's how much a banner costs. So you could do a free multi every time a banner came out. And I think on some occasions they would give you a 10 pull ticket. So you have both of those things. So you don't have to spend money on Dragalia. And that, alongside then doing a collab with Persona 5, killed that game. And this is kind of the same thing. Same thing with like Dissidia Final Fantasy. Dissidia Final Fantasy was also super generous. Like, honestly, that game is honestly it was so peak, and you really did not have to wail in that game, because if you use your resources right, you were able to stack up. Or even if you didn't, even if you like blew your resources on everything, there were so many ways to get gems in that game, and you were able to basically build every character that you wanted to, if you wanted to. Or you could just save your tickets and your gems and just wait until something you wanted came out and just spend your gems in. So, unfortunately, I think Tribe 9 was one of those things to where it was like that, since apparently it had a bad launch. I never played the game, so I don't know. But it had a bad launch, and I guess a lot of people were complaining about the launch, and so they were like, to make up for it, they were overcompensating for it. And I think that's what killed it. But yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks to see this go, because I wanted to play, because people were saying that it's like Danganronpa, kind of. And I played Danganronpa 1 and 2. I need to play 3, but I'm taking a break from novel type games. But like, I like Danganronpa. It's funny, dark, but it's funny, and it's a good game. And this kind of being like a Danganronpa mobile game, kind of, sort of, it just sucks to see it go. So, with all that being said, did you ever play Tribe 9? Do you think, I doubt this, I really doubt this, but do you think anyone's going to make like a offline server for the game? If they do, are you going to give it a shot if they do it? And yeah, fly high, Tribe 9. You had a bad launch, and you tried to overcompensate, and unfortunately, it led to your downfall.